this video is going to be in more of like a podcast format. So you don't really need to look. You can just listen. But we you guys have really enjoyed, or a lot of people watched the my MHA season 1 in 10 minutes video. So I figured I would cover One Piece because it's a little bit longer. But it's going to be me covering East Blue all the way to Baratie. So let's just get started because, yeah. Okay, so we start off this Luffy character as a kid. Luffy is the one in the middle with the hat. Um, and he um has this friend who's more of like a father figure, I would say, named Shanks. You can look him up. You can look up all the characters because I'm not really gonna show pictures like I did in my MHA video because it's kind of a pain to gather them. But Shanks is yeah, and his crew, they bring back this treasure box and they go to the bar that they usually go to. I don't really remember what it was called. Um but yeah, Luffy opens the treasure chest. He eats, I'm pretty sure, meat, and then he wants dessert. He opens the treasure chest and finds this purple fruit, um, known as a devil fruit. He doesn't know it's a devil fruit. He thinks it's a normal fruit, and he eats it. Now, devil fruits are these fruits that will give you special abilities, and the one that Luffy ate turns him into rubber. Um, Shanks is leaving in like a couple of days to go on like a voyage. Um, Devil fruits make it so you can't swim. Shanks was going to eat the devil fruit, I'm sure, but Luffy did. Um, yeah. Eventually, in like when we reach more to the end, Luffy is not good at swimming at all in the first place. He wears this shirt that says anchor because Shanks calls him an anchor because he can't swim and he just sinks. But at the end of more of the chapter, um, Luffy, the, the Sea King attacks Shanks. And a Sea King are these like anything around any part of the sea, and they're very dangerous. But one bites off Shanks' arm, and but he ends up saving Luffy in the process. Um, I'm just gonna skip all the way to the end of Volume One now. Actually, no, I won't because that won't make sense. So Luffy lives in this town now. He's pretty grown up, and he decides he's going to form a pirate crew known as the Straw Hat Pirates. Um he heads to the he hears about this bounty hunter known as Roronoa Zoro or Zolo, depending on if you watch the anime or read the manga. Um and event in Zoro, I'm gonna call him, is stuck on this cross, and Luffy frees him. He hasn't eaten in days. This little girl gives him onigiri, which ends up being one of his moves that he uses with his swords. The name of one of those moves. Um, and yeah. So yeah, Luffy recruits Zoro into his crew. Zoro is known as the Pirate Hunter originally. He used to be a bounty hunter, but now he is a pirate. They leave the island that Luffy is on. I don't remember the name of it. On a dinghy, which is a small boat. And when they get off on the dinghy, the next island they stop on is this island called Orangetown. And on Orangetown, they meet this orange-haired girl named Nami. Zoro is the one with the green hair, by the way. But they meet this orange-haired girl named Nami. Nami, I think, yeah, Nami attempts to steal from them, I think, at one point. I don't really remember. But they also meet this enemy named Buggy. Buggy is a clown. who's head of the Buggy Pirates or but the Buggy's Delivery something. Um, yeah. So yeah, Buggy is the leader of the Buggy's Delivery Pirates or whatever, and um, oh, he also has a devil fruit. His devil fruit, however, can have him detach body parts. For example, if he were to detach his hand in a fist formation, he could send his hand flying at somebody, um, but he wouldn't die at all. He would just simply send his hand flying, and it wouldn't hurt him at all. So yeah, uh, Buggy has this huge crew, and like they end up fighting the Straw Hat Pirates. Nami is the orange-haired girl's name. I don't know if I mentioned that. And Nami ends up also joining the Straw Hats. Um, they leave the island, and yeah, and so Nami ends up joining the Straw Hats. She steals from a lot of people, so like a looter almost on their crew, loot up the ship with money. And that's honestly, money is pretty much all she cares about. Luffy cares about food, and Zoro just likes sleeping. And so yeah, the next stop I believe is Syrup Village. Now, Syrup Village is an amazing arc, and yeah, let's go into that. Um, so they arrive at they arrive at Syrup Village, and we meet this guy named Usopp with black hair, and he's the one with the bandana and the goggles. Um, Usopp, however, Usopp is has this friend named Kaya. Kaya is a very somewhat rich person. Her family, I believe, is dead already, and he inherited, or she inherited um her family's money. So yeah, that's kind of sad. But yeah, now she has all this money. She has a butler named I don't remember his name. Something I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, uh yeah, eventually though the butler ends up turning on them, and the butler is actually this a captain of a pirate crew named Captain Kuro, and he was only her butler so he could eventually kill Kaya and steal all of her money. um Usopp is the name of this black-haired bandana character, and Usopp ends up being the sniper for the Straw Hat Pirates. But Captain Kuro has this man named Django or something, and he can mind control people. They end up fighting. His whole crew ends up invading their village. His whole crew is based off cats. I think they're like the Black Cat Pirates or something. But yeah, they end up like wreak almost wreaking havoc on the city, town, village. But his plan was honestly pretty stupid. His plan was pretty much, I'm going to attack the village, but also not attack the village, but then attack the village and also not attack it's pretty dumb. I don't want to get into it too much. Um, but yeah, Usopp ends up joining the crew then, and then we head over to Baratie, which is our ending point for this video. Baratie is where we find our cook. Baratie is this like gourmet area where you get all this yummy food. And I'm pretty sure by now Luffy has a bounty. Bounties are you bounty hunters go after them. They kill Luffy's bounty, I'm pretty sure was no, he doesn't obtain it yet, I don't think. But anyways, we we meet this character named Chef Zeph. I believe he's like the head of this whole cooking place. And yeah, this marine comes here, and we meet Sanji. Sanji This man has a fly in his soup and he complains about it. And then Sanji just pretty much roasts him and like it was crazy. I don't really remember what he said, but he said a lot of pretty mean things. Um, but yeah, um, this man named Don Krieg eventually ends up attacking. There's this very heartfelt moment between one of Don Krieg's crew members. He's starving. He ends up washed up on shore. Um, and Sanji feeds him. And then we have Zoro wants to be the greatest swordsman, and he fights off against the greatest swordsman known as Mihawk. And he doesn't win, but Mihawk doesn't kill him because he believes that Zoro can get better, and hopefully he does. Um, but Sanji will end up joining the crew, and they end up defeating Don Krieg. Except Don Krieg has all of these weapons. He has this big spear. He unloads a bunch of guns on Luffy, and it's just all out a huge battle. And in the end, Luffy wins, and it's just a beautiful arc. This, yeah, all of the characters, we really get into Sanji's sad backstory, how he met Chef Zeph, and how he became a cook at Baratier, and then eventually they convince him to leave, and it's like amazing. Um, that is all of this video though. I hope you enjoyed. East Blue through Baratier. Goodbye.